People, good evening. We're starting in a second. Got 800 messages on Discord. How you doing, people? What's new? While I was sleeping, developers fixed my save file, so it should work. So we can continue from where we were last night. Thanks. Save healed. Let's see if it's healed. I haven't tested it. Just so we know, I don't even have time to test it out. This is the live test. That's what I got from the devs. Save healed. There's the door! There's the door! We can get out! Magic. There we go.
Wandered so much before.
Not only that the save is fixed, everything is. Even Hieronymus de la Rosa is not here anymore.
Corruption will melt before my wrath.
Okay.
If it pleases
Okay. Ryza is alive, she did not die. Yay! Not only did they fix the save, they polished out NPCs as well. Now that's first class service, man.
I'm on the hunt.
You remember it last night, the chaos here, and Ryza dead, no exit, nothing. Look at this, everything clean now. Oh, I got my coffee. So. Huh? Raspberry cup. Pinkish. Let's see the journal. Inquisitor is not seeing any visitors. Jaya wants to talk on a ship. The door! I'm so freaking happy that it works, man. I'm so freaking happy we can get out. It got fixed like early in the morning, like 10 hours ago, but I was sleeping. And then till I resolved the giveaway with all of those keys and whatnot. Then some videos that I released as well on YouTube, some that I scheduled, and I just don't have time, man. Look how late I started at 7 PM. I just don't have time. There is not enough time. If you wanna do it all, day needs to last like 48 hours, not 24. Yeah, just send me a message for the next giveaway. You enter my Discord channel. Discord link is on my community page. And you send me a private message on Discord and you're opted in for the key for a bit later on. What do you mean female streamer? Do I look female or do I sound female to you? Hey. That's the first time I heard it in my life, okay? First time. They usually compare me with a boulder or something like that, but never with a female. That's brilliant. You're the first one ever. Brilliant. Best comparison I got so far. Ever. A 100 kilograms female.
O glorious son of dozens of worlds and billions of subjects, have you come to converse with Aeldari about the sweetness of her soul? Or do you wish to speak to a trade representative of the Imperium? Well, does the guise of one of the most powerful people in the Expanse suit me?
Link you the community page. Why would you link the community page? Type my nickname on YouTube. You enter the channel, you click community tab. It's like 2 seconds to do it so. And you got rules to apply over there, and that's it. Very simple. I hate to complicate things. I try to do things as simple and simplistic as I can. For everyone, including myself. Pink straw is from my wife. Pink coffee is also from my wife. I drink what she gets me. I don't get to choose. I don't have that complex like most of the men do. Okay, usually smaller people, they get big dogs. I don't have that in me at all. I can go out with 3 kilograms dog outside with a cat in my hand. Why would I fucking need an animal to guard me? I'm gonna guard myself. I got 11 cats, for example. Although I do have a German Shepherd as well. But that's another topic. Yeah, the game is pretty much like Mass Effect. Very similar to Mass Effect. The most similar thing is the space. They're both in space. And that's about it. I mean, everything is similar when you better think about it. We're all in space, so everything is similar, okay? Every single thing in life is similar because everything is in space, basically. Even our planet is in space. So yeah, it's very similar to Mass Effect. You're not committed enough for this burden.
Only time will tell, Sherry. I have learned many things in my life, and some took longer than others. This is yet another thing I can learn.
You said you wanted to reflect.
Oh, yes, Sherry. And here is what I think. Since the day we first met, I have been tossed about like a boat in a storm. Battered, dashed against the rocks, lashed by the waves. And then I was flung onto the shore, and a fabulous gift washed up beside me. A precious pearl of the deep. The Mercatum Tabula Officiale.
What can I say? You watched the video, you've seen what I think about it. What else can I fucking say? But for real. The guy is the main topic for the devs as well. They're joking about him. They crack memes around it. They're just unreal.
And you know what? I enjoyed it. Yes, I was slammed face first into the rocks, and was up to my neck in water. But I finally had a taste of freedom. Just a smidge. Just a little bit. But it was enough to make me dream of it every night. Void, Krakentic, the Kasbalika, and the cold trade. As for our mutual business, Sherry, I will remain your loyal partner if you desire. An equal partner. Then it is decided. Starting today, I will sail toward the future I choose. What a thrill it would be to ride the waves wherever they want to take me.
Get off my ship. That's how I tried to resolve the bug yesterday. It didn't help though. Oh. Meditation. I'm gonna take probably a power conduit on Idira. Although there is joint analysis. Exploits. Will I try Baldur's Gate 3 Honored mod? Nah. What? I doubt I'll ever play that again. I wanna try and preserve my common sense. My mind and my soul as well. So I doubt I'll ever play it again in my life. But I will play Wrath of the Righteous once I'm done with Rogue Trader. That's for sure. Can we go back to Xavier? need to wait to be summoned. But what if I go back? What happens with the traders now? Is Ryza there? She is. Bloodheim. Zeta. Void Sunderland's battery. 105 to chosen white fighting arc. Let me see. Torpedoes are a must. Medium range instead of long range, but medium range that does more. This is all fine. Let's get back to the atrium and see if we can talk with Xavier. If not, we go to the Nameless Star in the Winterscale. Yeah, the old BioWare is back. This Mass Effect game is just... it's brilliant. Brilliant Mass Effect. Next playthrough, I'll even create a main character. Name him Shepard. PC Gamer Shepard. I'm for real. There are so many retarded people in this world, it's absolutely amazing. The La Rosa is here. What do you think of the justice I served, Reverend? I grieve, young von Valancius. We did what we had to, but I mourn our loss all the same. In sin, the soul may have been lost, but it was still purer than that of many vipers that call themselves holy fathers of ecclesiarchy. Her life could have served as an example of true faith to many. Agree.
Carry the Empress will as your
One rogue trader less in Koronus Expanse. From today. 2 left. Me and Winterscale. Can I speak with Xavier? By the order of the no. Okay. Zeta del Rosso. So, once we're done with Jorda, we get out the Koronus Expanse. And to the Nameless Star. Let's see the quest with the next rogue trader. It's not just a Baldur's Gate, guys. No. Once you drop in Rogue Trader, you got same guides like for Baldur's Gate 3 for all chapters on my channel. I released Prologue, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Chapter 3 is coming out tomorrow. Chapter 4 and 5 in the next week. So there's gonna be a full game. At the end there's gonna be an ultimate guide. Tomorrow also I'll release beginner's guide for the Rogue Trader, explaining the basic stuff to people. Then it's gonna be ship guide with ship combat, and I can play in peace then without creating any more videos, I hope. I turned into an editor in the last month. Nameless Star from Furibundus. No, from Mundus Valancius. Urgent message. Dangerous sabotage. Hey, we've seen this last night. I can speed it up. We know what it is. Nomos is awakening. When I had a bug, I went to do different stuff, and this is Nomos awakening. So I'm gonna speed it up so we can move on. We already know what's gonna happen. Oh, I'll get you. How are you doing, people? Is everything smooth? No, I conserved. Everything that you see right now, I conserved for you, for live. Okay, I do got 1000 hours in the game, but I conserved most of this content for you people. At least it's out. Now, you take it slow, and you patch the game in the next 2-3 months, and it's gonna be great. The game will last for 2 years again, like Brett. It's gonna be brilliant. I'm joking, don't know when you came in. I'm joking how my next rogue trader is gonna be named PC Gamer Shepherd. I'm dead serious. I'm gonna make him a heretic for the next run. That's gonna be the nickname. Nomos is awake. I tried to resolve bug with Giant. With the door last night. In like 10 ways, and I went to Giant. I was like, get off my ship! Just to see if it's her. And it didn't help. Amarnath, Pascal, Nomos, and Rogue Trader, everyone is connected to the ship somehow, as well as Theodora. Iconoclast, you can remain. And we go for the Winterscale. We've seen all of this last night, so that's why I'm speeding it up. But now I'll play it slow when we reach Nameless Star. Asclepius is also the part of the crew now. Okay. No, I didn't want to go into detailed approach again, okay, for live stream. But I did release 32 videos. The full Sanctic run for the full release. It's on the channel right now. And every single video has timestamps for every single encounter, puzzle, everything that you can think about. So there's 32 videos with around 1000 timestamps everywhere on every video. It's very detailed for those that want to skip and see a segment they want to see and check out. Everything is easy to access now. The game is smooth as fuck, and it's a night difference from the beta. It is. It is. It is. But I was under embargo. I couldn't say anything about it till a day ago. It's way much smoother, of course it is. It's actually amazing right now. The Emperor's edition will be great once it's out. Yes. A closer examination of the strong voice by the tech adepts revealed a data slate with a vid message addressed personally to you alongside some kind of encrypted data. We dare not touch them without your instructions. What message? As you command. He issues several orders at the vid screen. The first cogitator springs to life. A familiar piercing voice comes from the cogitator wax system. You see a bloated face with sagging skin and a gaping hole where the nose should be. We, Great Regent Taronto Orcelio, send greetings and hope this message finds you in good health. Lord Orcelio will soon hold a grand council within the Palace of Atlas, the holy relic that connects all navigators of our house. The meeting will take place not in a physical world, but in the world of thoughts, dreams, and visions. It is the only way to avoid bloodshed and decide the fate of the sacred child at last. Mrs. Cassie. Thanks to the Atlas, we feel that the soul of the child is full of dismay, and yet the rogue trader words bear a lot of weight with the child. Some may soothe its anxiety and lead the child down the right path. The path of accepting his duty before the house and ascending into the Novator throne. I hope you consider my offer, for it is in your power to not only strengthen the bond between our dynasties, but multiply your riches at the same time. The gifts accompanying this message are but an insignificant part of the Great Regent's gratitude. May the God Emperor protect us all. There is a hidden encryption on the message as well. Decode it. A messenger service call has been sent to your Messiah's servant's compartment. Once the data have been decrypted, I will notify you immediately. Nah, play it slow. If I wanted to rush the game, I would. I never wanted to rush the game. And I plan to play it through the entire December and January as well. Shall we try to trigger an ambush, perhaps? Have one fight. Why not? I go with orange. Janus, new stage of development. Crucial importance. You can't move without crucial importance. It's event after event. Jesus! Are you crazy? Now it's gonna ring for the next 15 minutes. Holy shit. Admit it, you wanna spend that on a game and you got a key. Admit it, Anaxi. You prepare that money for the game. Of course. I knew it. Your lordship, I must report highly compromising information about a member of your retinue, namely Mr. Aeldari, who it turns out is nothing of the sort. We seen this yesterday as well. She's not a princess, she's an orphan. Okay. Imagine. Wife gives me the straw for the cup. I just don't know how to drink with the straw. I don't know.
Your lordship, ask away. I'll tell it like it is. I'm not going to try to wriggle out of it. So what do you want to hear, Shireen? A children's tale about a beautiful princess? A ballad about the Queen of Thieves? How about a new story, Shireen? Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived on a sand-covered lump of rock. And the core of that rock contained untold riches for servants of the Imperium. The girl scraped out those riches with her little hands, breaking her back.
I'll ping everyone on Discord, and Nexi is giving free subs on Twitch.
Who would never know her name.
You're gonna have the same problem as I did with keys.
And then,
If anyone dares do something like this again. Oh, it stopped ringing finally. Fuck. So much for stop ringing.
then his servants came and drafted the girl into the 19th Ifrit Regiment. Can you imagine? Of course, the regiment was wiped out on its first sortie. But the girl survived. The Exalted One protects. So what was next? Years serving in the Astra Militarum, just a shitload of hard labor, and fighting, and deals, and shady connections, and new opportunities.
It's like a Happy New Year. Alcat sells the game, I give away the keys, I get the subs in return. Everyone wins. Everywhere.
But everything in this world ends sooner or later, Shireen. The now not-so-little girl went and fell in with the Kasbalika. She saved up a little gold.
I'm a rogue trader, I'm trading.
From time to time, until living the good life almost cost the little girl her head after her patrons got caught in an internal investigation between the Officio Prefectus and Departamento Munitorum.
Yeah, that's like you gain somewhere, you lose somewhere. True.
So the girl ran as fast as her little legs could carry her, until her eyes and the beams of fortune brought her to the Expanse. A shitty story.
I knew you were no
all things
princess.
considered. Oh, really, Sherry? And there I thought you were quite ready to believe my time-honed thespian performance. The folks on Footfall are my only family, Sherry.
Okay, we're gonna skip
The
this.
Trickster twins and Corporal Hate. What?
But we passed through it last night.
Whoop the fuck.
Through every
We knew each other.
single
Are you
convo.
worried I'm going to start spitting?
I said I'll...
Well, that was predictable. The rogue trader is fine with the company of a smuggler, but tolerating a commoner
fucked it up.
and a deserter in his retinue.
Oh my god, I fucked it up. It was 3, not 1. God damn it, who was Jahira? In Kingmaker, was it? Nameless Star. Was it in Kingmaker or in Pillars? I don't know, I played so many CRPGs, man, I start mixing up companions from one to another. Jahira from Baldur's Gate, Jesus Christ. Jaital from Kingmaker, okay. We're spinning it up now.
So what? So the... Oh, the folks on Corp... And that's what... It was all... Whoop the fuck... Never mind. We knew each other once. He helped... Are you worried I'm going to start...
Return to your
Sorry?
duties. Jaya is the Indian orphan princess. I think it's Cassia now. You can't click on anything without something. Servants of the Omniscience, they managed to locate a second message on the House of Celio data slate, hidden in the shadow of the first one. As soon as it happened, the machine spirit rebelled and started devouring the decrypted data. The acolytes of the cult Mechanicus are performing the rites to appease it and slow down the process of annihilation. What should we do? Display the message on the screen right now. The combat echoes with a furious clicking of Vigdis' augmented fingers. A few moments later, the white screen of your cogitator shows the recording through a wall of static. Rogue trader, you hardly know me, but I'm well informed of your deeds. A well-built young man, just his silk headband embellished with a symbol of Navy's nobility. The Navy is irrelevant for as long as the cursed child continues to live and breathe. No one in House Arcelio is safe. They all won't cuss you that. I know what Master Felek and Lady Elena Hatiria had to do to Urek 5, and in your palace understood your anger. House Arcelio deeply apologizes for the incidents. I presume you already know that House Arcelio will be holding a Grand Council in the depths of the Accursed Atlas very soon. We cannot ignore the call, for we are bound to it against our will. I'm also aware that you enjoy a great influence over the Cursed Child. Convince her to reject the Atlas. Break the centuries old shackles binding our house. Crush Tisiphon's tyranny under her foot. Or simply kill her, I don't care. I'm not gonna lie, we're unlikely to become good friends, but House Arcelio values true allies like no other. The true House Arcelio there is, and not these lunatic zealots of the Regent. To assure you my offer is not in vain, I will be the first to extend my hand in gesture of goodwill. A gracious gift to one Valencia's dynasty. You will find it among the stars of Martianus, an emerald clutched in the storm's embrace. Head where? Twice. Then... Shit. I'm very sorry, Lord Captain. The servants of the Omniscience could no longer restrain the machine spirit's hunger. I hope you are able to see the mid-message to the end. Was not. Should you buy Deluxe Edition if you enjoy good music? And there's a lot of good music in Wrath of the Righteous, then yeah. If you want your ship to look different, cosmetics, then yeah. If you wanna support the Outcat Studio, then yeah. That's the 3 reasons. Your choice. The Nameless Star is where Winterscale is. How is the character creation in a game? You haven't had the time to look at it. Go to my channel, go to Builds Guides playlist, and you got around 70 videos for the character creation, leveling, spells, talents, abilities. You even got what multi-class, what main character to play, 15 recommendations. That video is also on the playlist, and more coming out tonight while I stream this. I don't know when I schedule them for 9. Permission to speak, Lord Captain. The Ogre crew has registered activity in the orbit of Quetza Temer, one of the worlds of the Winterscale dynasty. According to the report, the Emperor's Vow, the flagship of the rogue trader Calligos Winterscale, is positioned over the southern hemisphere. Lord Captain, this is it! Oh, he did a quest now. As well as Hydrix. We're so very close, the quiet whispers, they won't stop, they keep buzzing in both my ears. That my little door is somewhere on this world. What little door? The door from my visions, the one I told you about. Nothing major, just my last hope for salvation. Okay. Allow me to repeat, the Emperor's Vow, the flagship of rogue trader Calligos Winterscale, has been detected in the orbit of Quetza Temer, one of the Winterscale worlds. What are your orders? And this is all you have to report. No, of course not. The officers are about to extend the range of the wave emitters. The date has been updated. Quetza, Temer, largest continent, suffer from a moderate Xenos planetary invasion. We also discovered the wreckage of several Aeldari vessels on the periphery of the system. Another vessel crashed onto the world, causing minor seismic activity. Dozens shuttles of the Winterscale dynasty are patrolling the space directly above the crash site. I presume the Xenos hunt is in a full swing. The hunter has already cut the scent of its prey. Throne take me. Beg your forgiveness, Lord Captain. The Emperor's vow has detected the empowered emanations of the Ogres and is requesting permission to initiate wax transfer. What would you have us do? Hail the Emperor's vow. It will be done. The Emperor's vow sends its greetings to the glorious ruler of the Von Valancius dynasty. This is Ebgracht Abdif, his lordship Calligos Winterscale Wax Master, who has the honor of speaking on behalf of his lord today. The booming voice fills the air, startling a few officers on the bridge. However, you feel that Ebgracht Abdif, ostentatiously confident tone, is meant to hide his concern. Let me guess, Winterscale is missing. What is perils of the war? It's a bad thing, but it can also be a good thing if you play as a heretic with correct talents. Yeah, I would say keep perils of the warp and so on for the second run, third run, and don't fuck around with that until you get to know the game. To put it up short for you, Royal Drake, character creation is a bit less complex than Wrath of the Righteous, but still there's a lot of things to know about the game when you create a character. You need to plan ahead by a lot. For Wrath of the Righteous, you had to plan ahead for 20 levels. Here you have to plan ahead for 50 levels. That's different. So, bigger character creation in Wrath of the Righteous, but bigger leveling in Rogue Trader. But there are no pots, okay, like in Wrath of the Righteous, so we can say it's similar. Slightly less complex to play Rogue Trader in Wrath of the Righteous for sure. Slightly less, but still complicated enough. But it's not only that a bunch of them can get knocked prone when you trigger it, you can also summon demons around you. And you can make fights very disgusting. So that's why I say be careful when you play on that. Not even the void of Convos can hide your anxiety. Speak. By the gold of the throne, the science of the Von Valancius are shrewd to a man. You see, Lord Captain, he had another heated argument with the esteemed Incendia Shorda, and he had a very good reason for his displeasure. I dare not discuss his lordship affairs, but I can divulge that we set out to protect the dynasty rightful Demesne from the invasion of the profane Xenos. This is how we arrived here at Quetza Temer. There is no better hunting ground when you need to cool off your head, I believe the Lord Captain said. We easily crushed the pathetic mockery of a fleet that was laying siege to the unfortunate world. Of course, most of the Xenos fled, but we did reduce a few of their ships to chump for the void pits. An Aeldari fleet, that means there are many more Krudarach survivors than I dared hope. Hel and Taha must go to this planet to find them, to try to save them. Okay. Something tells me the story does not end there. See, your lordship, one of the Aeldari ships crashed on Quetza Temer, so the Lord Captain chose to descend and finish off the elusive prey. He has not been able to find his way out of the local woods for over 30 days. For 30 days, Winterscale is lost. Anticipating the next question. I'm confident the Lord Captain is still alive. His body and spirit did not break easily, and besides, he's accompanied by Wharton the Grey, who would sell his soul if that helped to keep the Lord Captain out of harm's way. Must Surian protect his children? We must halt the frenzy of your stellar rival, Elentach, or else by Isha's tears his subjects will not escape retribution. Restrain your emotions, anger only serves to cloud your sight. Sometimes you speak just like my kid, Elentach. How could you not find your master over the course of 30 days? Things are not so simple. The Lord Captain last contacted me from the landing point currently right under the Oath's belly. We lost about a dozen shuttles and several hundred scouts in the first days of the search, all of whom went down the Quetza Temer and never came back. Our shuttles are relentlessly sweeping the airspace where people perished. This way we were able to reduce the search area to just a few thousand kilometers, which still does not change the fact that the people in the ticket are disappearing without a trace and something is jamming the Vox transmissions. Anyone else with Calligos aside from this Warden? A full hunting party consisting of a half-hundred hand-picked enforcers and his lordship personal retinue, naturally. So what do you want? A generous favor in return for a generous favor. Find Lord Captain Winterscale on Quetza Temer and bring him back to the Emperor's vow. I swear by the Golden Throne that I will convince him to side with you in any conflict that occurs in the next 100 years. After all, I'm allowed to make deals on the Lord Captain's behalf while he remains unavailable. Very well. I bow before your courage on behalf of the Winterscale dynasty. The data transfer decree has been signed. My crew will send you the landing coordinates. The God Emperor's grace shine upon you for many years to come. There's a lot to do here in a Nameless Star now. It changed. Oasis. Plasteel. I don't need plasteel. What are you? Ah, adamantium. Already digging out adamantium. Emperor's vow and Aeldari shipwreck. Also no Oasis 5, I think I was there during Act 2. The ancient bunker. Quetza Temer. I will drop by as well on the ancient bunker, see if maybe something changed. So this is Quetza Temer. Idira, Irliet. We got awareness, we got Lord Xenos, we got logic, we need tech. Cassia. It's probably gonna be Lord Imperium. beautiful thing about the game right now that wasn't available for a full year, now is for everyone, are these loading screens. Every area has a different loading screen. And there's a lot of areas. You're welcome, Death Hunter, you're welcome. Next bunch of keys tonight. And then some tomorrow as well. It is. For me, it's slightly longer because I dual stream, okay? But when you play the game for yourself, only loading screens are very fast. We are at Quetza Temer.
Choose your own path.
Forests of Quetza Temer. Double side.
How can one find the right way without his
This
light?
is Winterscale shuttle, eh? Winterscale shuttle awaited its own return in vain. What the fuck happened to Winterscale? Rusted containers for transporting supplies. Their markings indicated they're several centuries old. Box broadcast impossible. Botanical threat. Level Alpha 2. Am I about to fight flowers? What on earth? Golden syrup in the fruits. So left or right? We're gonna go left. The shuttle disappears in the wild vegetation of the islands. Oh my god, it's a maze. Several hours pass before the rogue trader finally admits that he has been aimlessly wandering around in circles. Flashbacks from Kingmaker. Any attempts to get back on a track by retracing his steps have failed. Vox communication cannot reach the ship. Now it becomes clear how Calligos Winterscale got lost on his own world. Oh my god! Shit! We're gonna be here the entire day.
Cast your eye there. I need to find the answers. I have failed.
Come on, don't troll.
Oh, too hard for a simple monkey.
Oh my god, holy shit, there's gonna be doors everywhere now. The house of ever-ending loading screens.
What's that?
I still got traumas from
I
that
have
one.
learned much in my exile.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'll chart a course for you.
Oh my god. Aye.
Locomotives are fully operational.
The forest hiked less for an entire day. In the golden rays of dusk, the rogue trader sees a small hill crowned with an aquila, a double-headed eagle totem made from plasteel and rockcrete parts from an ancient ship. The foot of the hill provides a much less scenic view. However, the soil is stained brown from all the flesh smeared up on it. Contrasted only by the white specks and bone shards mixing into a dried up bloody mess. Aeldari. Winterscale slaughtered them. She who thirsts. React, Irliet. Irliet!
Behold the
don't
might
wanna
of
react.
Assyrian.
Shush, there's a lot. Holy shit, there's a lot. It's a lot of HP. They got snipers. I've been ambushed!
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. If I may,
I'll return this favor tenfold.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
It doesn't look well. It really looks rough.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I'll return this favor tenfold.
Should I have ulti now?
High momentum.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
Just designate a target. If it serves your cause.
Have in mind that I got ambushed. And they played first.
I am not your Xenos pet.
That's a lot of health.
If it serves your cause. Ancestors guide
A
me.
pitiful attempt.
I am not your Xenos pet. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
What are you doing?
If I must,
I'll return this favor tenfold.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I understand your intent. This tedium is beneath me. No weakness is hidden from my sight. If it serves your cause. Fortune favors the
I'll
swift.
return this favor tenfold. Pay dearly for your actions. Thwart my...
Was it you? Or... Will do. On it. But of course. Anyone see that?
My vow is to serve. Running binaric override. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Initial prognosis is favorable. Function successfully terminated.
The darkness.
Running binary override.
Covered with huge damage.
My exile has not ended yet. How dare you?
Jesus Christ, they just care about Iliad and no one else.
Guided by faith. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands.
Pain!
Not this Scryer's job.
Yeah.
Was that you? Or...
I'll do it. Doubt is for the weak. You, my Emperor!
Well done.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
My vow is to serve. Heal my wounds. Request approved.
I have read tomes of military tactics. Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I'll do it. Power resides in the will of the righteous. Doubt is for the weak.
Isha, heal my wounds.
Faith without deeds
Got a
is
passive
worthless.
intelligence. For each one that I hit, damage goes up for the next shot and it stacks
I repeat.
for the upcoming rounds as well. So you need, with this Argenta build, that's on my YouTube channel as well,
I'll do it.
you need to give everyone a bullet.
A pitiful attempt.
It's my
You will pay dearly for your actions.
Just like
Not my
that.
destiny. Anything else? On it. I know what is to come.
Doubt is for the weak. I'll do it.
You will pay dearly
Snipers
for
are
your
dangerous.
actions.
And for some reason they all go. Iliad is under 150 dodge and they hit her. That's unfair. These stats with these builds, you literally can't even lose health on anything below unfair. I can guarantee.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Emperor, give me strength.
193 armor with 22 deflection.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If I must.
I'll return this favor tenfold.
Ancestors guide me.
Isha, heal my wounds.
You'll hit me tomorrow. All on Iliad, eh? Even through fucking mountains you wanna burst Iliad. Your ulti. No. Who? Bridge the veil, I'll go completely right. I don't know, every single shot went to Iliad, like she's the only one on a freaking map.
Emperor, protect the fallen.
Will do.
Unbelievable.
Pay dearly for your actions.
That's my bad.
But of course. Stop it! Feel cold.
It's in my sights. They just cracked. They easily just cracked in my sights.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
No can do. We'll do it. There is movement in the Imperium.
I'll do it.
I am a navigator, not a
A
servitor.
pitiful attempt.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Heal my wounds.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
A pitiful attempt.
Mario.
No enemy
Can protect squishes though. He'll hit me tomorrow. Probably.
My competences are not that universal.
You give him, but he cannot act. Weird. There should have been 3 action points, not 2. Something weird is happening. I can't explain what, but I will need to check. Maybe I need to respec everyone because of the update.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Something very weird is happening.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
You will pay dearly for your actions. Pain guides my hand. No end for my purpose.
It's absolutely fucking
Another
insane.
color has faded.
This precision. Insane.
The order is contrary to dogmatic.
Can't play anything and I got 5 action points.
Let the cycle be discontinued.
Now I can. Weird.
Running by now. Request approved. Running by now. I venerate you, machine spirits. I'll return this favor tenfold.
Me? If you insist. Another bird painted black.
Vescacia is alive.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Vescacia for the win.
Darkness.
Hey.
If I may. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Advancing. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. The spiritual prognosis is favorable. Request denied. ancestors.
We're gonna run now. Let me see. Where will run now? And I need to triple check abilities again. I believe I'll need to respec everyone. That's how it looks like.
I'll return this favor tenfold.
Street, thanks for 11 months. It would be a stump if I had those extra action points. Something doesn't calculate, right? But I'll see what.
I am a navigator, not a servant.
Heal my wounds. Successful.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Isha, heal my wounds. Machine spirit.
Someone just hit the ground. That is foolishness.
Freaking fight, man, everyone went down. Freaking fight. And of course, not a scratch on my main. I could solo them with main, but everyone else go down. I would not recommend soldier for the first run. Especially since you're gonna have a lot of companions for that. Oh. 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 That's a huge buff.
I follow my own path.
Huge buff. Bodies of Aeldari were hacked to pieces with extreme brutality. Their wounds indicate it was done by a power weapon of some kind. The soil under the bodies is turned a rusty brown from the gore.
I dare not provoke the whispers.
Strong fight, hard fight. If this happens to me with these builds,
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
they crit like crazy. All of them got huge HP. I need to fix these talents immediately and see why they don't calculate. Need to restart the game. One small second.
what deeds await us.
Here we go. Halfway through the day, the rogue trader discovers a new wonder of Quetza Temer's forests. Spacious land overgrown with reddish-brown grass covered in sickening yellow blisters. No other plant can be seen among the red blades of grass. The answer to this mystery may have something to do with a pale spider-like insects crawling on the bottom side of the blades.
Knowledge is eternal.
My warp sight reveals something.
I have failed, my kin. Did you hope to see an Azuriani fail? I have learned much in my exile.
I'll guide your vessel and lead you on your way.
Blood of the forest.
I go where the whispers lead.
She who leads forward. A group of lean young people surrounds you. Their anxious glances dart between you and the grey-headed elder who has stepped forward. Unlike the rest, her skin is completely clean of body ornaments, save for the two-headed eagle brand of her wrinkled forehead. Speak with gods, for so are meeting Starborn. The women have accent grates on the ears. Her words sound like a fusion of High Gothic and the most vulgar tongue of rebel. Welcome to the heart of the forest, where Idza Head and her tribe have dwelt ever since the rule of Quetza Temer himself. This ruler ordered her tribe to prepare a feast and a warm shelter for her starborn guests. Please make yourselves at home. Who are you? We're the children of the fiery mother and the pale father who look after us day by day and guard us by night, the faithful servants of the two-headed eagle god who shields our lands from misfortune with his wings. We're the Yangan forest-dwelling children of the earth and guardians of the temple of Quetza Temer, the first starborn to have ever set foot on the virgin soil of this land. That eagle god is the brand you burned on your forehead. Yes, many seasons have changed since the ruler received the Eagle Eye God blessing and became the leader of this tribe. Only those close to the gods are allowed to bear their brands, and this ruler is one of them. His lost souls have forgotten the true image of the God Emperor. The only reminder they have is the sacred Aquila. Calligos Winterscale should worry himself with educating his world, not indulging his craving for hunts. I thought that Quetza Temer was the name of this place. We speak of it as if we're a figure from the past. The legends of this place claim that a long time ago the first among the Starborn descended upon this world together with the ruler descendants, created the ancient cities and temples, and brought the good of the God Eagle onto these forests and lands. In fast-flowing time has erased the Starborn's name from the minds of the people. Only his title remains Quetza Temer, the first of the chosen, the Sky Herald of the Eagle God, and the Father of Tribes. The flow of time is truly merciless to the meager memory of peasants. According to the works of the archivist Zachary Fane III, Sebastian Winterscale was the first to discover this world for the Imperium subjects. And half a century after, an ark descended upon this planet's surface, the Quetza Temer. Over hundreds of years, the petty minds of the rebel have invented their own twisted history, one that Cal and his descendants still believe to this day. Why you call me Starborn? because you're the Sky Herald of the Eagle God, created by him from the stars. And the night sky darkness, the one who carries his seal in your image, clad in the armor of our ancestors' most ancient prophecies. And was my appearance here predestined? Like you never heard that one before? Yes, speak with gods in the priest of this tribe and this ruler half-brother. He listens to the forest and calls to the earth, wards off the punishing lashes of the skies and speaks to the eagle god on behalf of our tribe. Before disappearing in wandering forests, he told this ruler to prepare for your arrival. And what else did he predict? Quetza Temer is enraged by the invasion of the spirits from the darkness that have called a rain of fire and metal upon this world. He demands blood, and blood shall save the soil, no matter the path chosen by the gods who come to the right or wrong. Spirits from the darkness, so that is how the monkey of this world see my kin, as invaders, a calamity. This monkey have nor tooth nor nail, they're not even aware of the most basic technologies that your kind uses. So then, why do my kin burn their world so fiercely? The Starborn will be accompanied by a spirit to put an end to the misfortunes of this world. Thus spoke the priest. Seeing the spirit among the living is wrong. Spirits should stay in the spirit realm, and humans in the realm of the living. You think that the several gods have set foot in Quetza Temer? This ruler has already had the honor to greet a Starborn, as strong as a saber-toothed boar, as nimble as a forest jaguar, and as wise as a 3-ton guardian snake. Like a whirlwind, he charged into Quetza Temer forest, chasing the spirits from the darkness that had descended upon the world 3 10-day moons prior. That would be Winterscale. The Starborn had lost his priest in a battle, so he ordered this ruler's brother to help him trace the spirits' footsteps and cleanse Quetza Temer of their filth. But when Speak with Gods left his home, something enraged the forest. Thus both the Starborn and this ruler brother were trapped by the ever-changing paths and lurking evil spirits. The collected data partially matches and completes the data received from the Emperor's vow. Calligos Winterscale descended upon this world, lost a Psyker in the fights with Xenos, and found a replacement in the village of the current coordinates. The powers of my kin may have disturbed the wild flora of this world, which then concealed the remnants of the children of Krudarach from the wrath of your rival. That means they're somewhere in the forest, surviving, hiding, preying on one another. And where are they now? The Eagle God Sky Herald wanted to find the den of the spirits from the darkness and destroy it. But the forest of Quetza Temer is as endless as the skies above. Where the sky touches the forest edge, the deadlands begin. The realm of the dead, whence there is no return. Something's calling, it's calling and calling. There, in the place of no return, sits the shadow of one who is both alive and dead at once. The voices are calling me there, calling so badly, but why? This ruler brother did warn the priestess from the stars would descend upon the ruler's land in her search for answers. Just as he said, she would wish to head down the path of death and find reincarnation. I even survive in this forest. Speaks with gods, hears the whispers of the foliage, and can commune with 3 spirits. The entire tribe participates in his suiting rituals, and that allows this ruler and her people to tread on the safe paths. And how exactly do we conduct the suiting ritual? The ritual requires a site imbued with the powers of Quetza Temer, the heart of our village, and a priest to perform it. Ruefully, the fire rain claimed many of this ruler's priests, and thus this ruler tribe can only pray for the mercy of the Eagle God and his Starborn Sky Heralds. Don't even look at me, Lord Captain. I don't know the first thing about this priest Grug's wash. It doesn't take a diviner to realize that I'd fry my brains if I try to mess with someone's ritual. And that would be the best outcome. The worst outcome would be me frying everybody else's brains. Doesn't sound too promising, does it? Nevertheless, this ruler knows that you will bring Speaks with Gods home and suit the forest of Quetza Temer. The prophecies of the priests have never betrayed our tribe before, and thus this ruler asks you to forget about your worries and rest here, in the heart of the forest. Okay, let's rest. It is an honor. Follow the path of lights and you will find your shelter, food and water. When you decide that it's time to follow the priest and your Starborn kin, This tribe will pray to the Eagle God himself for your success. It looks like a Big Mac. Is that so, Dante? Can I recommend the game? Yeah, I can. I highly recommend the game.
The world is full of colors I have never seen before.
Hope I can lick my wounds here, man. I really hope so.
I walk the path less traveled.
The Children of Quetza Temer Chronicles. An analysis of the canvases made from the wood best fiber show that the chronicle has been recorded for at least 500 years. The older chronicles tell of a bleak historical period of the tribe decline due to an unknown virus. The symbols of the canvas resemble high Gothic letters, but the inhabitants do not know the origin of their meaning, claiming that the sacred knowledge was bestowed upon them by Quetza Temer himself. This character, revered as a god, obviously originates from the Imperium that we know, his exact name either lost or adapted in accordance to the local phonetics. The only other sacred symbol the tribe reverses is the Aquila, the two-headed eagle god. A group of the most interesting canvases depicting tragic yet heroic deeds was confiscated and taken on board for further investigation. Many of the words made up from the scrambled Gothic symbols were easy to decipher, such as banish, sacrifice, valley, or lands, as well as death, incomprehensible and merciful. This part most likely talks about some sort of sacrificial pilgrimage. A priest has confirmed my theory. Any tribesmen who have committed an offense can atone by sacrificium. A journey to the Deadlands full of unknown deaths. The adepts that I have sent to investigate the Deadlands have not returned yet. End of log. That's a monograph by Carl Emanuel Serubian Doe on the culture of the Imperium's far worlds. We are about to enter some dead forest.
Anything worthy of my attention?
Wires braided with vines run throughout the inside of the cogitator. Its wooden components somehow support its rusted ears and prevent the mechanism from shutting down completely.
It is my destiny to traverse the unknown.
Executing request.
Say no more.
I follow my own path. I have traveled far darker paths.
Rest.
I need to find the answers.
I thought that I could rest.
Litany of reconnaissance recited.
There should have been a freaking resting spot here. The sound of rushing water comes from somewhere close by. A few more steps, the forest parts, revealing a stepped waterfall. The clear currents flow gracefully from one step to the next, carrying peculiar colorful ribbons, which turn out to be living creatures that latch onto the porous surface of rocks with their flexible bodies, snapping at small fish with their eyeless, toothy heads. Though.
The future is never certain.
Cast your eye there.
Drukaris. We're gonna have Drukaris here as well now. And plenty of freaking doors everywhere, left and right. The sound of rushing water comes from somewhere close by. After a few more steps, the forest parts, revealing a steep waterfall. The clear currents flow gracefully from one step to the next. You know, duty heads, that's the same. Or not. I can't even tell anymore. It's a fucking maze. Xenos attacked the camp from the high ground. They were reluctant to get close. 500 Terran years. Decayed remains.
I wander through the stars.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Yeah, you look at a skill check. Crucible of Torment, Aeldari. 80% armor laser, one-hander. Extremely short range, only 2 cells, that explains. But increased damage of 50. I know something was weird with this. Way too much. Only 2 cells. New cracks, modified.
My house would be proud of
You
me.
really succeeded on 22%. The Emperor protects from quick loads. Kempf was routed. Was it the fury of my kin's people? They fought monsters from among the monkey, only to become no different from monsters themselves.
Let's proceed.
Come on. Idira. Idira. Bloody hell with this Quetza Temer map, man. Medicare 5%. Here we go. Skill checks.
I dare not provoke the whispers.
Aeldari's and Drukari's and Calligos Winterscale. We found Calligos. They're hunting Aeldari left and right. Wharton the Grey. Don't sheath your axe yet, my lord. More game rear their heads, eager to lose them. The pile of muscle next to the laughing rogue trader menacingly rolls his shoulders. He's been hunting here for 30 days in a row. He recognized the hulking man as Wharton the Grey, arch militant to Calligos Winterscale, who accompanied his master on your Magna Assasia. Calligos briskly turns on his heels. The blade of his power axe shines threateningly in the sun, covering in fresh blood. Upon seeing you, he breaks into a bloodthirsty grin. You repeat yourselves, Xenos scum. Do you really believe that I will fall for your trick twice? Speaks with God. O Starborn, graciously allow this priest to speak. The one before you is not. Silence. Calligos barks at the old man, his eyes blinded by blood and rage. I did not feed you to the forest bastards for a single reason. It may still be of use. If you did not want to die with this Xenos, shut your mouth. In the name of the God Emperor, Calligos Winterscale did not make me kill you. So much for a reunion of old friends. I have no friends, only enemies and servants. As Calligos bares his teeth ominously, the old man quickly starts whispering something into a strange seashell-like adornment of his. Brown sparks flashing Calligos' hair, and a cloud of steam suddenly bursts from your mouth. Loathsome old twig. Calligos angrily shakes his head, trying to throw off the Psyker spell. When your gazes meet again, recognition dawns on his face. What a surprise, new blood. What an encounter. What a void are you doing on my world? Your servants tearfully begged me to return you to your Voidship. I magnanimously agreed. Winterscale contemptuously spits blood through his cut lip. Useless voidborn freaks. When I return, I'll tear their legs off for doubting my strength, and their heads for not being able to deal with their problems themselves. Who said I want to return to the Voidship? I still haven't met a worthy adversary. One who would grab me by the throat in a death grip. The hunt is not over yet. You know your lordship won Valencias, why don't you join the revelry? The forests here are teeming with Xenos bastards. I'm not greedy, there are enough trophies for us both. Assess Winterscale conditions, expect Calligos threatening. Expect. The thin old man looks on with trusting violet eyes, and you notice silvery sparks glimmering within. His thin body shivers from the slightest gust of wind, yet can still sense the power contained in his elderly frame. He nods with a mixed smile. Wharton the Grey has not changed much since your last meeting, still the same brute of a man with bloodshot eyes and a dull expression on his face. However, unlike Calligos' other servants, the arch-militant does not look exhausted, and neither does Calligos. Both are filled with rage and thirst for battle, as if the hunt had only just begun. But these two are fucking maniacs. Of course, it's a fail. In your first meeting on Dargonus, Calligos Winterscale appeared before you in a much more favorable light. Brilliant, collected, steadfast. Now his hair is tangled, blood and dirt cover both his face and hands, and his armor has been tarnished by humidity of Quetza Temer forest. Instead of a dazzling smile, the rogue trader's face is darkened by a sinister grimace. Ultimate guide for the rogue trader will take at least 20 more days. Once I'm done with around 70 to 80 guides, I need to compile them all into one ultimate guide, and that video should be around 10 hours long. And it's gonna cover everything. Around 20 main character full builds. Around 3 to 4 different builds for each companion. Tutorial on how to play the game, tutorial on the ship, full guided walkthrough through every single chapter, and the entire Koronus Expanse. And I don't know, and colonies. I forgot, and colonies. And it's gonna be around 10 hours long. Basically the entire game. But it's gonna take like at least 20 more days, if not even more. Maybe around New Year I'm gonna put out the ultimate guide. Around New Year. I'm gonna halfway through, give or take. I should like to ask a few questions about your presence on Quetza, Temer. Really, and I should like the tenders at sea, serpent steak, and a bottle of Calixia Namasek. What misery for 10 moons already. I'm forced to eat beasts, roots, and insect larvae. Save your questions for later. I'm not talkative and hungry. Let's find a way to the old man's village, and then I'll give you your audience. You already destroyed 4 Xenos ships. Is this not a great victory by itself? Since the hunt, I'll make the Xenos leave your worlds forever. Retreat when the enemy bones already crunch underfoot. Alien blood must flood the lands of Quetza, Temer. Only then will the Xenos have paid for their insults. Persuasion test failed. I'm not a gent... Kafu vodu. Tursku. I'm not as generous with my enemies as you are. If the Xenos attack the capital of my protectorate, I will not be so spineless with my revenge. I'm always curious as to what makes you grovel before me, begging for their forgiveness. Let's go to the village and calm the raging jungle. And what are you waiting for, new blood? I wandered these forests for 30 nights and did not find a way back. We'll see if you bring us better luck. Move out.
I've never wandered so much before.
Oh my god. How many of us are here now? This has to be some huge fight with Winterscale as well.
Choose your own path.
Locomotives are fully operational.
How can one find the right way without his light?
The skies break open, the heavy rain penetrating even the thick foliage of the forest. Luckily, the elements relent before long as the sun emerges once more. The forest comes alive with the singing of birds, accompanied by the quiet sound of falling trumpets.
So shall it be.
Quite a few hours pass until something eye-catching finally shows up amid the thicket. A pile of charred human bones laying in a shallow pit, and in front of it, like a standing stone, a broken fire cultivator with melted nozzles and stuck in the ground. Other corpses can be seen in the grass nearby, just as old and charred, but distinctly non-human, scattered alongside. Those are Xenos weapons, covered in dirt. Some of the weaponry appears to be in working shape, so it is still possible to get some use of it.
Hey, what's that?
Okay, they can't trigger the trap, thank god.
Ken Morak.
Come on, Morak.
I have failed my kin.
How does the game run in later act? Same as it runs at the start. There is no frame drops, no matter where you are. The game is optimized extremely well.
Keep a sharp eye.
Compared to Baldur's Gate 3, compared to Wrath of the Righteous,
My success
it's
was
real
inevitable.
smooth.
Knowledge is eternal.
Another alignment, you mean this? Whether you're a fanatic or a Puritan? I know. That's also
Do you
new.
see that?
But there's gotta be new things, okay? Like, you gotta have one thing in mind. I truly believe that this game, even though you bought it now and you play it, and those that got the keys as well that can play the game, I would say the perfect version is next year this time, so 2024, November, December. There's gonna be God knows how many patches till then, and DLCs, some free, some probably paid DLCs, and it's gonna last for 2 years, for sure. But you need to have that in mind when you play the game. The perfect version is a year away. The true potential of the game, a full year away. Give me a moment. Hey, we can move on.
Anything worthy of my attention?
Iridium breastplates and chain swords. When will I fucking open that on 5%?
Oh, too hard for a simple monkey.
5%. Come on. Please.
A trivial
Something ominous
task.
lurks ahead.
I follow my own path.
A freaking ways, man. I'm never gonna get out of here. We're gonna sit the entire stream today on Quetza Temer. If you failed, how did you open it then? I take it. I take it. Of course I'll take it. Like the XP, we open the door. Stupor. If that eye shot deals crit, it's gonna stun. Laser. With ranged weapon, increase melee weapon critical damage by strength bonus at the end of combat. Good on all fire. Shatter Shard. Xenart. Fallible. Jamin, good evening to you too, Jamin. An advice for Homeworld and Origin combination. For what soldier? Never stop shooting is good combination. Anything that gives you range damage, okay? When you hover over Homeworld and Origin, any talents that you can see over there that give you range damage is great on a soldier. Unless you want to be a melee soldier, then other things count. Forge World is also nice. No, Jamie, I don't have any downtime. But I did sleep for 12 hours today, finally, after a month. Finally. But no time for anything, basically. For like 30 days now. 2 pistols, ballistic and hit chance. Dodging ballistic is over 7. That's so many items, man. Don't know which one to use anymore. Medicare, 0. Potatoes.
My knowledge has its limits.
I imagine.
I go where the
Fucking
whispers
imagine.
lead.
I'm used to it though. I mean, having failed skill checks for a full year. I don't even get annoyed anymore. Yeah, I have time through holidays, Christmas, New Year. You're gonna have plenty of time to play. It's a long game, you need a lot of time as well. Act 3 is only hard at the start. After that it's fine. But the first 2 hours of Act 3 are difficult. Very difficult. Once you get your gear back, it's better. That's the video, Jamin, that took less time to make and edit out of all videos, believe it or not. I think I did it in less than an hour. Halfway through the day, the rogue trader discovers a new wonder of Quetza Temer forest, a spacious land overgrown with reddish-brown grass covered in sickening yellow blisters. No other plant can be seen among the red blades of the grass. The answer to this mystery may have something to do with the pale spider-like insects crawling on the bottom side of the blades. I remember this. I think I remember this. We should be close. You imagine knowing Quetza Temer? How many playthroughs do you need to know this maze? Because that's what it is, it's a fucking maze.
I have traveled far darker paths.
And it's never ending.
I'll warn you if I hear anything.
I'll chart a course for
It's
you.
trivial, nothing important, but they fix this before people arrive. Here the weather. The skies break open, the heavy rain penetrating even the thick foliage of the forest. Luckily the elements relent before long as the sun emerges once more. Oh my god, I'm running around in circles. Here we go, here goes the Kingmaker flashbacks. God!
I'll guide your vessel and lead you on your way.
Imagine my face when I'm seeing that review. I'm reading through it and I can't believe what I read, man. I can't fucking believe it. Every next sentence of that review, man. Like, Holy shit. Like it's coming from some other dimension. Where are we?
Calculating optimal route.
Hey, that's where I... Wait. What if I pick this door again? I believe we're gonna end up in a village. Will we?
Whatever.
Ej, zvoni telefon. Moj. Ko je? Ajde, javi se. Javi se. Daj mi je. Daj mi je. Javi se, daj mi je. Daj mi je. Abe, daj mi telefon. Tak.
Executing request.
The light of terror shines for us.
C'est no more.
Maze. Кажи.
The world is full of colors I have never seen before.
I wanna get out!
The future is never certain.
What abilities are better for an officer? Every single ability on officer is good. The question is what talents you're gonna use and what abilities you like to use on an officer. Okay, I'll explain you in short now. But All of that you ask is already on my YouTube channel, okay, so I don't repeat myself when I play. The officer. Abilities for the officer. Let me see if I can find them here. Ah, here we are. Now these are Vanguard. Location follows. Yeah, you can make favorites out of them. For the officer. If you plan to play with squishes in your team, then you go with move, 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 and then upgrade for move, move, move to give them extra dodge. Bread and butter is bring it down. You type, okay, you cast voice of command into bring it down, and that's how you play till you reach Act 2 with those two. As far as Air of Authority goes, this is like a mega late game preparation, what I took. I did not recommend that for new players, of course, but it's very good because it gives extra action point. There are items later on in the game that deal more damage if the character starts with 8 action points. The maximum you can have is 5. 8 would be Air of Authority plus a specific item, and then the damage drastically increases, so you can ignore it. Bring it down is bread and butter. Now there is that get back in a fight that most of the people will use. It's completely useless. Okay, like it recovers health, gives temporary wounds, clears stun, burn, this, that. Okay, it sounds well, but basically it's useless. Because if you know what you're doing, you won't even need it. And in my case, for example, on Unfair, because everything can one-shot you, who will you bring back into the fight when you get one-shotted? No one. I don't even use medkits. Not to mention get back in a fight. And what else was there? That's it, I'm brain dead. I forgot other abilities. There's still more. You got it on my YouTube channel. Basically, what's important is what you get for free. You need to abuse, bring it down. Okay. There's Take Aim. And there is also the one that triggers the other one. Not Take Aim, but the other one for melees that's gonna trigger melee attack of opportunity. It's very good. I had one run with that one as well. Okay. It's very, very good. When melee is close by, voice of command into, I think it's Bring It Down. It's called Bring It Down. I tested it out. It's phenomenal. But you need to play with melees more. Okay, and then you basically go later on with Vanguard, follow my lead into voice of command, into Bring It Down, and you get your allies to attack for free. Still in a maze I'll never get out.
I need to find the answers.
I'm running around in circles. Great, great. Let's fucking step into a trap. That's even better.
Something ominous lurks ahead.
Blessed be the road that we take.
Oh, shit.
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
We'll get out till tomorrow. Damn it, I slaled.
Locomotives are fully operational.
I'm enraged!
My prescience has failed me.
Elan Tak.
Metrópole. Não põe. Dobra.
I dare not provoke the whispers. I'll warn you if I hear anything.
I wander through the stars.
You know what song goes up with my mind while playing this. Here I go again. Especially the first part. I don't know where I'm going, but I should know where I've been.
Say no more.
Onward.
Aeldari. Wait, this is it. Finally. A bit of a progress.
Choose your own path.
What deeds await us?
Is the village? I'm back. I'm back. We got it. How long was I in this maze, man? Nearly an hour.
So shall it be.
Nearly an hour. Everything happened just like the speaks with gods foresaw. The Starborn are back. With them are... Shit, I spit it up. That's a good save. Misclick. What's the time? 9:24. Now, you have the video on my YouTube channel for all of you that ask for builds and whatnot. It's 2 hours long. And it covers every single talent and ability for companions and the most OP build that you can play. I believe it's out. Should be out by now. The last video.
The light of terror shines for us.
Enough of your bleating old hag. I already told you that your dialect ticks me off so much it makes me want to cut your tongue off. I'm sick and tired of aimlessly trudging through the woods, old man. I'm a hunter and without prey I turned into quite a beast. Speaks with God is ready to conduct the ritual, O Starborn. The heart of the forest is calling out to me, so let this priest serve his gods, in word, but in deed. Ah, God state. It is done. It's good for nothing Psyker ended up being useful for once. I intend to have a good night's sleep and enjoy the local delicacies. One good thing about Quetza Temer is that the fruits are sweeter than Calixian honey and more tender than the meat of young grass. You should get some rest as well. And remember, it's better to go hunting when you're full of vigor, yet slightly hungry. The hunger adds acuity. Makes the killing more intoxicating, you know. Let me know when you're ready to depart, or if you decide to share a few stories, then come to the bonfire. It's not often that the two rogue traders can indulge in confidences away from prying ears. Niggles, thanks for the follow.
How can one find
How
the right way without
and
his
where
light?
am I supposed to rest? They keep talking about resting in this area, and I don't see any resting spot. So what the fuck is
I
happening?
walk the path less traveled.
Molim. Gde šta? Ko je? Uzmi stolicu.
I'll guide your vessel and lead you on your way.
I don't know where to rest. What about speak with the gods? Ajme, šta hoćeš? Evo sad ću. Be right back in a second. Ajde, šta hoćeš, kaži? Šta hoćeš, kaži? Ko je? Žule, si otvarala nešto 16 nezaviđenja? Ništa, pa koliko je napolju jebote živo. Napolju je onda 200. Aha. Dobro. Oh. You! Tell me about yourself, old man. Speaks with gods is the name of this humble servant of the forest, rivers, and mountains. Where the two-headed eagle god speaks, the servant listens, and recounts the words to his tribe, and the tribe carries out his will. The servant of the dreams, nightmares, and reveries can see things the others cannot see. What has transpired and what is yet to be, your appearance in the heart of the forest and the consequences it bears for Quetza Temer. What consequences? The Sky Herald stands at a crossroads. I see all of his choices and see none of them, but the servant knows one thing clearly. The Starborn must go to the Deadlands to destroy the one who should have been long dead. The sunset rays will paint the heart of the forest crimson in the darkness. If the darkness leaves it, and the two stars will part, then meet again. Crimson, crimson, the fading light can still be saved. Forgive the servant, Sky Herald. The waking dreams are often the most painful. That's strange. I can't see or hear anything from the other side, but I'll go ahead and say it since nobody else wants to. I don't like it one bit. So if the darkness leaves the forest, something bad will happen. I thought it was usually the other way around. Tell me about Leads Ahead. Leads Ahead is the half-sister of the servant of smoke, fire, and ash. She was the first one to emerge from the mother's womb and thus named the next ruler of the tribe. And the servant, the shield to fend disasters away from his ruler. Many years later, when the gift of the eagle god awakened inside the servant, Leads Ahead named her brother the priest of her tribe. Your way of speaking is strange, just like your sister's. Forgive the servants of Quetza Temer for their speech, O Starborn. No matter how much the ancestors try to pass the language of the gods to their descendants, the tribes seldom use it, for the gods only descend from their heavenly palace, not more often than once in the 3 live dwells. The lingo-cultural analysis of the target speech suggests that the expression 3 live dwells equals 150 standard Terran years. Tell me about your tribe. We're the children of the fiery mother and the pale father who look after us day and guard us by night, the faithful servants of the two-headed eagle who shields our lands from misfortune with his wings. We're the ungod forest-dwelling children of the earth and the guardians of the temple of Quetza Temer, the first starborn to have ever set foot on the virgin soil of this land. The servant knew that he would say that. Did the ritual truly make the forest safe? The spirits from the darkness brought the fire rain down on Quetza Temer, killing many of the tribes who cared for the forests, both young and ancient. This blasphemy enraged the guardian spirits, as soon as the servant of wind, rain, and sand suited them. With the ritual sacrifices and divine sorcery, the wrath gave way to mercy. Did you not foresee it in your visions? The dreams come and go, Sky Herald of the faraway stars. Sometimes the servant of the gods can understand the mystical visions of the days of old of the future. Even speaks with gods cannot fully comprehend the divine design of the two-headed eagle god. Sometimes I'm blind even when I can see. Do you know that sorcery like yours is punishable by death in the Imperium? Imperium, the servant of the stars, clouds, and eclipses, does not know this word. The praise sorcery is a gift from the two-headed eagle god. How can his gift be condemned by mortals? If only the holiest ecclesiarchy folk could hear it, equating our unclean power with the god emperor blessing. That's rich you lot. The absurdity of this old man's words hides nothing but a snow-white reverence. He has no intention to offend the emperor, only the golden glow in his heart, akin to that of his most faithful followers. You're a good man, even if you are unsanctioned Psyker. Blessed is the life that serves the two-headed eagle god and his sky heralds. And how did you and Winterscale survive all of this time? The Starborn, who carries the seal of Quetza Temer descendant, is strong in both body and will, as befits a god. The servant, like the rest of his entourage, had grown weak at just the 7th night of our journey. But the Starborn continued to lead us fearlessly, pressing forward to seek out the spirits from the darkness even among the twisted paths and passing the sky judgment. This servant of the grass, flowers, and trees regrets only the imminent death of the Starborn companion, the one you call the Seneschal. The quarrel with the ironclad guardian and his words enraged the Starborn, and thus he slashed the unfortunate man's body up with his axe, and threw the remains in the wild animals of Quetza Temer for them to feast on. Do you mean to say Winterscale killed his Seneschal? The servant saw everything with his own 2 eyes. It is not proper, perhaps, for a mere speck of dirt under the heels of Sky Herald of the two-headed eagle god to muse upon the deed. However, the servant did sense with his entire being the rage that possessed the Starborn at the moment, and the ironclad guardian reveled in his god's wrath. Winterscale killed his Seneschal.
I'll chart a course for you.
Winterscale. A nice walk that was, wasn't it? Sure, you help us navigate the living forest clutches, but don't let it go to your head. I would have managed by myself sooner or later. Sooner or later. I have some questions to ask you. One day you two will grow sick of all the talking, and then you two will choose shooting Xenos on a wild planet over endless intrigues. Fine, we got plenty of time, so be it. I will give you a private audience. If dear Shorda knew how close-knit we're grown, she would have surely branded us conspirators. Stop calling me new blood. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Wait around for a couple of decades, new blood, and let others get used to you. It is not often that we get a fresh new rogue trader in our circle. Let's discuss Aeldari, prob. Oh my god. Everyone is injured, so skill checks are quite disgusting. You care about them that much, new blood. Go ahead and try to convince me that the wild Xenos scum deserve the mercy of Calligos Winterscale. But remember, you only get to try once. If you were to agree, you would have a rogue trader and the head of a powerful dynasty indebted to you. I did help Auspice Shorda once, out of the sheer kindness with one of her colonists. She showed her gratitude by stabbing me in the back. The promises of rogue traders are not worth much these days. If that was your argument for the Xenos, alas, you miscalculated, new blood. I do not wish to discuss this any further. Alas, Elentach, you cannot control the thoughts of this monkey, just as you cannot make a river flow backward. Words cannot always move the mountains and dry the seas, sometimes only blades can. The arch-militant, previously indifferent to his master's words, raises his head, his burning, curious gaze fixes on Irliant. I saw the corpse of your seneschal in the forest camp. The old man was a weakling, and that is why he's dead. It happens when you can no longer fulfill your duty to your master. Awareness has failed now. I don't know if I should... Is there a fucking place to rest? I can't win the skill checks.
I've never wondered so much before.
Litany of reconnaissance recited.
The Winterscale I have heard of would have never thrown his protectorate to Shorda so easily. Come on, work! Something! Come on! Cassia is not wounded. Her fellowship is extremely high. It should work. What the fuck is this with skill checks? I mean, it makes sense, he is a rogue trader, so no wonder it's that tough to persuade him at doing anything at all. This is insane. If you manage this, then Irliat will be happy. That's her quest. We got Idira's quest as well here on Quetza Temer, and the main quest with Winterscale. So basically 3 quests on the same planet.
Let's proceed. I align my path with yours, for now.
So fucking close.
carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
Hallelujah. Testing the boundaries, are we? I like your boldness, but you should stick your head so far into the beast's throat. I will consider your words, and that is all I will promise. If I leave, then I click again. We can save and we can do it. What is this with me, goddammit? What is this shit now? Fatigued. 2 out of 50 fatigued. Only can be removed on a Voidship. We're fucked. Fucked and ruined. I heard that you decided to oppose both the Lord Inquisitor and Chorda dynasty. Gamer. Thanks for the raid, man. People, hello to everyone. Avoid Kraken may eat them both, for all I care. Reckon is that the war and heresy in the Expanse is just starting. I've been living it for decades, and I don't need an inquisitorial preacher. And I certainly don't need insidious goodwill. Tell me about Quetza Temer. Your inquiries are strange, to be sure. Quetza Temer is a planet with a rather dreary backstory. A long time ago it supplied my great-grandfather with tons of succulent fruits and thousands of cargo containers filled with a special building fiber processed from the local forests. The population all lived in big cities, a safe distance away from the tangled paths and trees. And then this quiet life was dashed by Xenos raids. They burned down the cities and shackled our people faster than our ships could help. In the end, the local governor ran away, leaving the remaining people at the beast's mercy. And the people in turn fled the big cities that attracted the Xenos. And that is how the forests that the rebel feared became their salvation. The planet fell into decay. There was no one to populate the cities and there was no one to extract resources. Quetza Temer expected 3 new arcs filled with settlers to arrive from the Imperium. But in 500 years, not one of them has reached the Expanse. How much is it? 9:45 PM. In 15 minutes from now, I'll give new keys for Rogue Trader. I got plenty left. Those that wish to apply for the Rogue Trader keys, I already gave I don't know how many today, 20, 30. Those that wish to apply for new keys for the Rogue Trader, go to my YouTube channel. Go to community page, the last post, there is Discord invite. Accept, join the group, send me a private message and you'll enter the poll for the keys. And that's about it. In 15 minutes I'm giving away keys. Again. And I'll do it tomorrow as well. So in 15 minutes, those that won the game. Again. My YouTube community page. Join my Discord. Send me a private message. Be creative. The more creative the message, the bigger the chance that you get a key. Especially if you can make me laugh. You tell me about too many hours. I'm over 1,000 hours now in the game. Now, turn your gaze to me, Elentach. It was not my kin who desolated this world. How did you survive in the forest all of this time? The forest of Quetza Temer, not like the jungle of Katahan, new blood. The only thing that would kill you here is your own stupidity, or an unfortunate coincidence in the form of stray Xenos or a rare predator. Rainwater for breakfast, nutritious larvae for lunch, and fermented fruit in place of wine for supper. One could not wish for better hunting grounds. Calligos laughs, then falls silent, evidently unwilling to share the details. I saw the corpse of your seneschal at the forest camp. And now this is... we already seen the... awareness check succeeded. Calligos carries himself with an air of indifference, but the sudden lines on his forehead betray his regret. Many fine warriors have perished on this hunt. Raise a toast to their name when you can. I notice that your people are utterly exhausted while you don't have a single scratch on you. That means that my people are weaklings, and I shall change that soon. As for me, I've been strong of health ever since birth. At first, Calligos shrugged his shoulders indifferently, but after looking closer at his companions, he raises his brows in surprise. It seems that the rogue trader just realized the validity of his words. Where can I rest? Can I rest somewhere? Anywhere. I wanna rest. I'm fucking injured. He's got mercenary sleds. Zaid, Gazini, Orton the Grey, she who leads forward and you lead backwards. No, you speak with gods.
The future is never certain.
The other one should have been he who leads backwards and she who leads forward. There is no resting place. What can I do? I got some hymns for Tromas. Disgusting. I'm fatigued. 2 stacks already. Minus 20 to strength. What the fuck, man? This will be more disgusting right now.
Road that we take.
Let's go. It's about time indeed. It may take a while to find their trail, but Wharton here has a keen eye, and his sense of smell can rival any old dog. We will do just fine, especially with the forests being on our side now. Let's go and try not to fall behind. You don't have to wait for mods. I believe already Toy Box is available and it's working. If you really hate skill checks that much. Find the Aeldari in the forest.
It is my destiny to traverse.
Look at the skill checks. And where's Calligos now? There you are.
Quiet. They're trying to tell me something.
Let's fail. 15 times in a row.
The Emperor favors me today.
25%. The Emperor protects. And we got 2 Meltas. Direct damage.
Something
On deflection.
ominous lurks ahead.
Nice, nice. The leveling is so freaking slow. Was ist das? Shit. Huh? Ah. 9 more minutes for the keys. Stately Aeldari warrior steps forward, calmly looking at the intruders. His armor and its adornments gleam in the sun despite the traces of dried mud and caked blood. The Farseer instructed me to send you away, monkey. The smooth voice of the Xenos sounds out of place in the rough wilderness of Quetza Temer. However, I recently stopped meekly heeding their counsel, and besides, there is my sister among you. I'm curious what the outcast message is. Nocturne of Oblivion is here! Really? Vain rhetoric, a masterful display. Your temper, brother mine, you ought to quell. Bravado has no place within display. Indeed, the merchant proved this all too well. The sector excellent, who did a light upon the stage, now will this piece complete by choosing a finale up. Apposite, who shall survive and who their doom shall meet. I don't know about you, but these Xenos bastards are giving me the creeps. This one, in Dapple Butley, I wanna kill him right now. Wharton the Grey bares his teeth in anticipation and clutches the hilt of his sword. We got a huge decision to make right now. Examine the Aeldari camp. The Xenos made their camp among the ruins of an ancient city of the Imperium. Only the alien growths of the Xenotech and the wreckage of Aeldari's ship disturbed the picture of centuries-old devastation and rebirth.